Hey, what's up guys? This is Team Dark Horse's Valoo, or Brian. I'm pretty sure my name's been said before. But I've not made a deck profile in a while, so you guys are in for a treat. Not really. It's cast plans, in case you can't tell. But, okay, to start things off, we've got 3 Chaos Sorcerer. Have to do it at 3. It gets milled all the time, so you rarely even get to play all 3 in one game. Usually you're stuck to playing 1 or 2. So that's never a problem. 2 debris, gotta do the 2 debris. I like the 3 Raikou. Some people like 1 Lila and 2 Raikou, or 3 Raikou and a Lila. I personally don't care for Lila. It's okay to have sided, but so that's all for the Light Sworns. 2 Veilers, just the 5 lights. It's never a problem, especially if you sync for like Formula and your light synchros, like your Arcanite and your Android and all that stuff. So that's never a problem.
And you go for Formula a lot.
Yes. We've got the plants, the Dandy, the Glow Up, the Spore, the 2 Lone Fire, and the 1 random tomato, because it does get you like your Sangan, which gets you debris, or more than likely it gets you Spirit Reaper, and then you stall with Spirit Reaper, and then your opponent's like, Spirit Reaper. And we've got the 2 card Trooper, amazing. It bumps heads with Thunder King and Doom Cal, and well, not that you get to use the effect, but he bumps heads with 1900, and you get a draw when he's destroyed, and he speeds up the mill a lot. And then we've got the Plague. I have mixed feelings about this. Ended up in my hand a lot, and I didn't want it there. But good news is, if you Chaos Sork, you can then summon Plague after you remove, and then you get a Stardust or 8-star Scrap Dragon. And in that case, in that sense, it worked. The Spirit Reaper was amazing. Stalled so many times against Karakuri Machina Plants. It stalled him for at least like 4 turns each game, which was just really, really funny. Especially when he had oppression, I wouldn't let him get out anything to target Reaper. But Sangan, 1 Caius. I only liked the 1 Caius. Very often I never even got to tribute for it, but I'd rather have 1 than have dead Caius in hand. And the Gores, which was pretty good. We've got the spells, 1 charge to get your Raikou, 1 foolish, mind control because you run way too many tuners, and you just love to take anything that's not a tuner. The 2 Pot of Everest, I could have bumped it up to 3. I could tell you what I would take out for the 3rd, but I don't know. I didn't really have a problem with it. Again, the same with the Caius. I'd rather only like not open with all 3, because that's complete garbage. I hate that. But
can I get this light right?
I'd still probably bump it up to 3. The book goes well with the Raikou if you get to use it. The 2 MST, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. I personally liked Trunade because it's always fun to like Trunade their stuff and then do the Chaos Sorcerer and then remove their Scrap Dragon or Stardust or whatever, and you know that it went off like unhindered. No warning to stop your Chaos Sorcerer. And then moving on to the traps, you got the Judgment, you gotta do it. 2 warning. I liked Torrent because you run a lot of disposable monsters.
Floaters.
2 Limit Reverse. I kind of liked it at 2. A lot of times it got MST'd. I got to bring out my guy or whatever, or they would MST it as soon as I said it, and I was like, okay, well, at least it wasn't a warning. And Call the Haunted, just a better limiter reverse. Or limit reverse, and 1 return. Never actually even got to play that. They MST'd it, or I milled it, or sad things happened with it. I never actually got to use it. I'd consider taking that out for the Pot of Everest, just because of how like I never got to use it. Or I would be able to use it and I wouldn't have anything removed because I hadn't gotten to my Chaos yet, but whatever. I will admit that it's an amazing card, and had I gotten it off, it would have been pretty epic. Extra deck, I did 2 Formula, gotta do that. The Armory Arm, just because you have the potential to make him and he helps you climb into your bigger synchros. Android, Cataster, awesome card, light, gets you 600 life points. as if they didn't have trouble putting damage, giving you damage as it is. Brionic, the 1 Iron Chain, just in case you have to emergency debris with Raikou or something. 2 Black Rose, 1 Arcanite, amazing, summon Chaos, then normal summon Glow Bulb, Spore, Effect Veiler, you name it, make Arcanite, pop 2, mill for Spore or something, make 8-star, just purely amazing. And the 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, just because you can make it with debris, and if you run into GKs or I suppose even Dragoonities, wouldn't like to see that. It's got a pretty big defense.
That'll be Trishula though in about another few weeks.
Oh yeah. The Stardust, I think about the second Stardust, but usually I could just average it back, or didn't need the second. Scrap Dragon, I'd also consider a second on that. Colossal, because he's Colossal. And I feel like that deserves to be mained, because there's so many times I wish I would have had that in my main. Especially because people like to really, for whatever reason, they like to leave their Cyber Dragon and their other machine on the field, and then pass to me. And I was like, oh, if I had this in my extra deck right now. But instead I chose to side it. And I was very thoroughly punished for that. So now, you're just like, wrong. -2 for you, and I get a 2000 monster. But, anyways, that's it, guys. What was my record today? My record was sad because of misplays.
You should have, won a lot more games than you really did.
Yeah, I'll admit
the record doesn't, personally, I don't think it shows how good the deck actually did.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, that's it, guys. Team Dark Horse, out.